Okay, guys, so in this video, I'll show you guys a site with some of the funniest commits on GitHub. It's a site that I created just for fun, so here it goes. And just a side story about this project. When I started it, I felt tempted to just move to the next one before finishing this one and kind of shaping and showing it to anyone. But I kind of stuck with it and continued to build it and have something ready to show. And this is kind of the culmination of that push to get something completed, even though it's not done. I'm still gonna keep adding stuff to it, depending on how well it lands with the audience. But yeah, it was kind of like the goal to just ship something before moving on. I feel if I move on, I'm just gonna keep moving on from project to project, and that's not good. I'm not gonna ship anything ever. So I stuck with it, even though I had other ideas that I liked. And this is what it's grabbed so far from GitHub, and it just looks for funny words that I came up with, mostly curses. Sorry for the curses in the video, but assuming you're of enough age to be looking at this video, it's nothing too egregious. But yeah, these are some of the commits. Some of them are pretty funny, like this one, kind of like this one, remove effing Discord. And I don't know why this person's so angry at just removing a Discord badge. But yeah, this is gonna keep compiling commits and scraping GitHub, just adding stuff to the list. So if you want to check out some funny commits, I hope. I want to keep running this as long as I can. So yeah, it's just a cool website that I started working on. If you're interested in some of the kind of more technical aspects of this, is that this pretty much scrapes the GitHub website. I can show you where it scrapes. It goes pretty much here to the search, and if you search for whatever, like a curse word, I'm not gonna say it, but if you search for this and then you go to commits, you can see all the commits that have that word, and the bot pretty much goes in and it scrapes this and puts it in a database, and then I put that on kind of like a view and everything in Elixir. This is built using Elixir. I mean, it doesn't really matter which language you use too much until you hit scale. But yeah, I decided to go with Elixir just to play with it and learn the language a bit more. And so it's been kind of a lot of fun. It took me a while to finish this project because of that, but it was a lot of fun regardless. And so one of the problems you run into when building this kind of web scrapers are that you get rate limited. So it was kind of hard to test this bot locally. So I had to I resorted to just copying the entire DOM from this page, kind of go here to elements, copy this entire thing into a file locally, and then do the parsing with that, because I was making requests to GitHub and then they would fail after I made a few, and I had to wait for like 20 minutes to make the next one, and that was just not very fast. So I copied this entire thing, put it in a text file locally, and then started testing with that. And that was much faster and easier to do. Yeah, so it took a while to finish this one because I was kind of going back to reading a book and learning Elixir, and then coming back to building this again. But I felt that like that was a good strategy because my goal was also to learn the language, the Elixir language. So I think I achieved that, and I learned a bunch about the language and how it works, kind of how to write code that makes sense in Elixir, because it's very different from other languages. I feel that in Elixir you have to think about the problems differently and kind of like do it in a functional way. Do your code, structure it so that it's functional instead of object oriented. So it's kind of a different way of thinking, kind of fundamentally. And that's all I have. So if you want to learn about coding, I mostly do tutorials and personal development videos. Consider subscribing, liking this video. It helps the channel, it helps support kind of the growth of this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.